Well, let's go live now to Nabila Ramdani, who's a French Muslim who's often written about issues like this. She's currently in Cairo and she joins me live. It's a 200-page report, but overall, what do you think of the conclusions of the Parliamentary Commission?
Well, frankly, I do think that the law and the debate which preceded it are disingenuous. The law clearly stigmatizes the Muslim community by targeting a very marginal number of women who wear the burqa. An Interior Ministry report and figures actually say that less than 2,000 women wear the burqa in France. So we're talking about a tiny minority here.
This is not an issue then?
I think the fact that Mr. Sarkozy and his political allies have been discussing the burqa ban as it relates to terrorism threats and sexism says it all and is far from impressive. It also has to be said that the partial burqa ban is taking place in the context of a hugely misguided national identity debate in France, which is giving vent to all kinds of racist and Islamophobic commentaries. So it's very clear here that the Sarkozy's UMP party are trying to win over members of the increasingly unsuccessful National Front Party in time for regional elections coming up in the spring.
Okay, but are you saying then that this is a marginal issue and that the Parliamentary Commission, the government, should just steer away from it altogether? Because isn't the reality that this is a major talking point, not just in France, but right across Europe?
Well, I do think it's not a high priority discussion topic. If the French government were genuinely concerned about the place of Muslims and Islam in French society, then Mr. Sarkozy should be addressing issues like discrimination in employment, in education, in housing, and dare I say the lack of decent places of worship for Muslims. Most Muslims still pray in run-down basements in France. And even on the street, especially on Friday, for Friday prayers. It also has to be said that the burqa has actually very little to do with Islam. It is not a Muslim requirement, and most Muslims would like to see the end of the burqa themselves.
Okay, Nabila, thanks very much for joining us from Cairo today.